barbell bench press. So first of all, setting up your bar in the rack, the height where you want it. The point of, we wanna make sure that we're getting here, is when you're set up on your bench press, the most important thing is that you bring your shoulder blades together and down. You're tucking them together and down. Notice that my back naturally arches. That's because that's my back, and that's what happens when I pull my shoulder blades together and down. I arch. I have a lot of mobility, that's my body. You don't have to search for some huge arch. So as long as you're getting this activation between the shoulder blades and pulling them down, you're good. Don't worry about excessively arching the back. The second point is that the arch comes from the upper back, not the lower back. So I know it looks like my back is arching the lower, but really what I'm doing is arching my upper. So it's creating a bit of an arch in the lower back, but it's all about raising the chest up. So as the bar comes down, you constantly want the chest to go up. You don't actually have to move it. We're not looking for a ton of actual movement. We just want your body to be what we call active. So as that bar is coming down, your bar is actively pulling up, which really engages that lat. When we press away, you're gonna hold it up and you're going to press away, locking your elbows out. We're not going to deflate the whole body. Kind of like losing your brace in your core and your body with your squats. So as you press away, we're locking the elbow and then coming back down into our bench. You wanna make sure that you have nice alignment. The wrist is always over the elbow and that the hands are a little wider than shoulder width. The same way that we have our push-up position is how we wanna have our bench position, okay? So don't go really narrow, because if you're benching like this, this isn't the alignment we want, okay? See this angle here? We wanna be in this alignment. We wanna have a nice 90-degree angle. You wanna aim for the bar to be on this rib cage right here. So this is where like an underwire of a bra would be. You wanna aim for that bottom part of your bra line or under your bust. The same way that we take the dumbbell down into that side here, okay? That barbell we wanna bring right here as well. So I'm gonna set up again. One of my favorite ways to set up is to bring my head to the edge of the bench and plant my feet and then slide myself down and tuck my shoulder blades together and down, okay? Again, you can have less arch in your back, that's totally fine. You just need your shoulder blades together and down as much as you can. The bar needs to be at a height that when you grab it, when you get your hands in position, again, the width where you're putting your push-ups right now. That's where we're gonna have our width of our hands on the bar right now. Make sure they're even by lining up with the rings the right way. Whether it's pinky finger on the first ring, middle finger on the first ring, whatever you feel comfortable, you know, whichever width you pick, stick with it this week. You're gonna squeeze the bar and you're going to lift so notice that the bar is over my eye, okay, we're aligned, the bar is over my eye. If it's over my forehead, there's no way you're getting it out of the rack. Okay, if it's over your chin, you're gonna hit the uprights on the way up. So the bar needs to be over your eye. When you lift it out, as I apply pressure on the bar, it should move just about 2 to 4 inches. So notice that when I press out, I'm still packed. My shoulder blades are still in the bench. If this bar was any higher, I would have to lift off like this and pushing it up and out of the clips. Now notice how untucked my shoulder blades are. You'll never be able to retuck it, okay, when you're benching. What I just did by retucking my arms is something you don't want to be doing in your bench press, right? I was just showing you. You don't want to be retucking in the middle of a rep. So you want you want to be moving that bar about 2 to 4 inches out of the clip while keeping your shoulder blade tucked and then setting up, so posting up, bringing the bar over that chest. Straight down, straight up for your reps and then rack. Okay, so that's where you want the bar. If you're moving it like 10 inches out of the clip, it's too low. So if you're setting up and the bar's too close to your face, you don't want to be doing a full rep to get it out of the rack, but you don't want to be pushing yourself up and out of your tuck by getting it out of the J-cups. So I'm gonna do a couple of really good reps. Really good as in like proper form, proper technique. We're gonna get on the bench. We're gonna align our eyes. I like to slide a little further back and then get a little tucked. So I'm gonna tuck my shoulder blades under myself. I'm nice and tight. Align my hands on my bar. I'm gonna tight. I'm gonna unrack. Notice my wrists are straight. We're gonna talk about wrist straight too. I'm gonna bring that bar down with control and straight up. Notice that my elbow is directly under my wrist. My legs are active. Hold my breath. Breathe out. I'm breathing out of that top 1/3. So I breathe, hold, down, up. I let go of that top half. My legs again are out. They're active in the floor. My core is tight. Chest is proud the whole time. And then wrist straight. Something that I really have to talk about a lot. Your wrist is like a piston, okay? You don't want to be so far forward that you're losing the bar out of your hand, but that bar needs to be across this part of your hand, here. If the bar is here, what's gonna happen is it's gonna pull your wrist back, and then as you're coming down, notice that that alignment looks bad again, right? So as you're coming down, it's gonna roll towards your face. You need to have that bar straight in your hand, and you need to be squeezing it. Same way your feet are active in your squats and your deadlifts, your hands have to be active in your bench press. You're active here, tight with your body, down into your chest. Notice my hand is like a piston, straight out. We don't want to be cocking that wrist back.